Yo, what is going on? Jay in the building, and in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 ways in which you can book 2 calls a day. Tried and tested methods here. Nothing that I watched on a YouTube video. This is me being in the trenches. You can see the hairline receding because of some of the stress of being in the trench lines. But I've done this for you because I love you guys. Love you so much. Love it, love it, love it, love it, as they say in Japan. So, gonna go through these 3 different methods, and I have a 20-minute video training on a 72K Facebook group case study. How I made 72K in a Facebook group in a 4-part strategy. This wasn't my own Facebook group, by the way. It was someone else's Facebook group, and this is what I earned over the period of that 12 months. Just someone else's Facebook group. So happy to give you that. Just write video below in order to get the training. And then I'm going to talk you through this method. It's not going to be a long video. I've got a barbecue. It's bacon in London town. So just got a barbecue, but just going to take you through these methods. So are we ready for this quick training? If we're ready, hashtag live if you're live, hashtag replay if you're on the replay. And then we're going to roll through these methods. Are we ready? I hope we're ready, because we're going to start with method number 1, numero uno, what I found to be quite powerful: training giveaways. Now, the reason why training giveaways are quite powerful is when you're giving away a masterclass, or when you're giving away a 20-minute workshop, or if you're giving away a pamphlet, something of more value than a PDF. Like, you're not just on a banner saying, hey, who wants to make 10K? Sophisticated buyers are looking for sophisticated solutions. They've had enough. They've had enough of all of this get rich quick. They've had enough of the guru. They've had enough. What they want is something simple. What they want is something nutritious. What they want is to see a real expert step up. What they want is to see you are aligned. What they want to see is your identity. And when you're able to give these trainings, then people are able to see, all right, this sounds interesting. This is something that I want to potentially look at. So training giveaways. Yeah. What I love is giving 20-minute videos away. And then it's almost like once you give these videos away and people enjoy the content, then it's almost as though the next step often is, okay, how can I find out more about what you do? As my friend Laurel Portier says, hey, give away the farm, give away information, sell implementation. All right. Sell insights, sell identity, because people are starving for the wisdom. People are starving for the identity shifts. People are afraid. What I've noticed that they've got the best strategies in the world, but they're scared to show up. They're scared to shine their light. They're scared to show up. They're scared to be consistent. They're scared of what their uncle in Spain is going to think of them. They're scared that they're going to receive a negative comment. Keyboard warrior is going to use the keyboard to attack. They're scared of that. But this is what we need to do in our trainings. Give people the light, give people the opportunities to see what they can do. So trainings, make it good though. Like, make sure it's your best training, because I guess if it's not, then people aren't going to work with you. But yeah, if you give away the stuff, trainings, and another little golden nugget with this, I think a training can be given live. If you got someone in Messenger and you can help them, you can send them over a Loom, 5-minute Loom. Here, okay, here's what I think you should do. 4-minute of voice notes here, for suggestions in the text. So that counts as training as well. So next, after training, next thing to book calls. By the way, if you give away training, you're going to get qualified people that are consuming the information. They're quite qualified, right? Not people writing yes underneath make 10K posts. That's not really a qualified buyer. Next, I never really understood this, but now I do. Let me drink some water. Buxton's. In London, we've got something called Buxton's water. Yeah, Buxton. Yeah. I'm not being sponsored by them, by the way. I wish. Next, follow up. Now, I never understood this. Now I do. The money is in the follow up. Because what I found, sometimes people, they don't trust initially. All right. I mean, of course, I've got a technique called the speed timer where we can get people to trust us faster by doing trainings. But generally speaking, people don't trust initially. So when we follow up, what happens? People's circumstances have changed. Maybe they've seen your content around. Maybe they've seen, oh, you're still doing the same thing after 6 years, 1 year, 1.5 years. You're still in the game. Oh my God. That means that, look, I trust you more. I respect you more. And if they still haven't got the result, who might they come to? They might come to you. Why? Because you are the person who is showing up. You are the person who can give them what they need. And you know what they say? Time is money. Time is not money. What is time really? Time is more important than money. And so maybe after 6 months, they've seen, I've not made any progress. Maybe I ought to make a start with Jay. Yesterday, actually, a couple of days ago, I was speaking with someone, and like, I think 18 months ago, they were thinking of starting their coaching business. And I spoke to them, and then they were still in the same position, like in terms of they hadn't actually started a coaching business after 18 months. And so it's almost as though, okay, there you can see the power of the follow-up, right? Because you can say, look, what's been going on in the past 18 months? Anything at all? And this is what it comes down to. This is the power of follow-up, because people know who you are already. There's that degree of trust. Now, there's a school of thought, don't follow up with people. That's what people say. But have you noticed that people that say don't follow up tend to be industry experts, tend to have audiences already, tend to have products already, tend to be 7 figures or multi-6 figures already? Have you noticed that? And so we can say don't follow up, but sometimes what I see, follow up is a sign of your conviction and your certainty in what you have, rather than it being a sign of being needy. We can follow up in a classy way. We can follow up in a caring way. We can follow up with training. We can follow up with integrity. You know, we don't have to send emojis. We don't have to, I don't know, like give someone a call on Facebook. We don't stalk people. We don't sort of kind of hide by their trash can and say, surprise. That's not really a follow-up. But what we're talking about is something that's, aligned. Hey, how are you doing? How are things? We spoke about X, Y, Z. How's that going? Got some insights for you. Can I share them? Hey, can we go deeper into that? Do you need help implementing that? Follow up. Final one. Okay, I told you it's going to be a short video. Maybe around about the 10-minute mark. Follow up is key. And by the way, like in terms of follow up, there's a stat that 80% of sales are made on the, don't quote me on this, but the sixth touch point or sixth interaction and stuff. Why? If you stop on the first interaction, that's not really, you've lost that sale. Someone else who follows up will probably get that sale. A bit of Buxton's there. Guys, drink water. Last one, live trainings. Now, what do I mean by live trainings? Something like this. Now, sometimes I look at these videos and sometimes they don't always get love. And I think, oh my word, like, people are just ghosting my videos. Like, there's no likes, there's no comments. So if you're live and you appreciate this, please give me some likes and comments if you appreciate it. But what it comes down to is sometimes people binge. People binge watch what you have. So, okay, of course, engagement is good to have on your videos, and engagement is social proof. But engagement isn't always the whole story. You don't need engagement to get clients. You don't. The reason being, you can connect with people out of the comments. You can connect with people in live workshops. You can connect with people in the DMs. You can connect with people in Voxer. So engagement on Facebook isn't, of course it's nice, but it's not the come all and end all, because people can be contacted in different areas. So live trainings, great way to add value, great way to solve a problem. And then again, if people are getting what they need, if people are getting the insights, if people are getting the belief shifts, pow, people are changing. People are, wow, all right. Because what we want to do is take people from information, begin to get them to implement, give them some tips that they can implement. Then, from there, they get the insights that could be life changing, and then they get the identity shift, and then they work with you anyway. So live trainings, what a fantastic way of having live trainings as a way of connecting with our market. And then from there, we can give something away. We can have a call to action. That means that people are able to take the next steps. So just to review, 3 ways that you can book 2 calls a day. And I'm not saying 100 calls. Some of these adverts, hey, I'm going to book you 100 calls or you don't pay. Like 100 calls? Are you serious? How much time have I got for that? You know what I mean? Like 5 would be enough. 100. Oh my God. You know what I mean? So if it's 100 calls, they might not be quality. But when we're talking about 2 calls a day is 10 calls a week, 40 calls a month. But what we're talking about is qualified prospects. Qualified. And so if you got a 20% closing rate and you're booking 40 calls, then that's still a decent number. First way, training giveaways. Next way, follow up. Next way, live trainings. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to get a malfunction, a banner malfunction, if you want to get a free 20-minute video on how I made 72K from a Facebook group using a 7-minute Google, a 7-minute video and Google document, just write video below there and I'll send you over the resource. It's been Jay. Happy Saturday, and I'm gonna go away today. Touche. Peace.